Edu. Uliongea jana men. Julius. Boss. Songa kidogo.
We are processing to get it, then we can supply it to you.
And the letter states, according to our records, Oriwo Sheila Salome was appointed as a commissioner for oaths on 28 May 2021, and Odongo Grace Adhiambo is not a commissioner for oaths. Your Lordship, we do submit that, given that authoritative communication from the judiciary, these affidavits cannot stand the test of law. The affidavits were commissioned by a person who is not a commissioner for oaths, and there is no one else who can confirm in this republic, who can confirm whether someone is a commissioner for oaths other than the judiciary advocate section. On the issue raised by the first and second respondents, and they will submit on the same, Your Lordship, this is not a technicality, I reiterate. The affidavits are defective. And Your Lordship, I will invite you to consider the case of Pius.
One moment.
Sorry, Your Lordship.
And direction at note number 68. And it's as follows, and that's the last one I say before I sit down. It leads us to a finding that the proper direction in law is that no instrument, and I underline, or document of conveyance becomes invalid under section 34(1)(a) of the Advocate Act only by reason of it having been prepared by an advocate who at the time was not holding a practicing certificate. The facts before Your Lordship are that there is an advocate called Grace who holds a practicing certificate. And that is in contradistinction to the very high threshold in note 60.
The first one is a practicing certificate for the advocate known as Grace Adhiambo Odongo. And my Lord, that practicing certificate contains the admission number, the correct admission number for the said advocate, which is P105 stroke 14070 stroke 2017. That is the admission number that is in the stamp that was used to commission the affidavits. And the petitioner, one of the petitioner's grounds for that application was that they were impugning whether the said advocate was admitted in 2017 and not 2020.
Have attached an email from the Law Society of Kenya they have informed the court that Law Society of Kenya is the custodian of the records of the advocates. My Lord, the custodian of all the advocates, the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, that is where all advocates sign their oaths. Furthermore, the first and second respondent have attached a practicing certificate of one Grace Odinga. They have not attached the role she signed when she was being admitted as an advocate, which we don't dispute. Furthermore, the first and second respondent have not produced before this court any proof that actually Grace Odinga is a commissioner of oaths. It's my humble submission that they actually acknowledge.
Or 2 p.m. by way of a supplementary video.
Much obliged.
So 30th at 2 p.m.
Sort of number 3.
Good, you know, to see faces live so that
Yes.
you know whether you're tall or short.
Yes. Thank you, Your Lordship. Yes, it is indeed true, as Learned Senior indicated to the court, that responses have been filed. Your Lordship, you had given directions regarding skeletal submissions,
Yes.
and given that the third respondent has admitted the Sundays on Sunday,
Yes.
although from the email I see it was at 8:40 a.m. that today when we received Mr. Olo's response
Yes.
on behalf of the first and second respondent.
Yes.
So obviously we were not able to file the skeletal submissions,
Yes.
because of course our submissions would also have been based on their responses.
Yes.
So Your Lordship, I am open to, Mr. Olo corrects me, they served at 9:40 p.m. yesterday. Still, some of us already in bed. So your Lordship will take directions given that. I would propose that given the nature of the application, we don't really need to bother so much about the issue of submissions in terms of written ones. We could do, I would take 2 minutes on the application. I believe councils would also be comfortable giving their oral submissions before you. And then you can retire to render a ruling.
In line with Rule 2 of the election petition rules with regard to expeditious disposal of petitions, which really reflects Article 232(1 with regard to management of time, energy and resources, I would invite the court to consider, and I persuade learned counsel for the petitioner to consider giving premium to the petition proper and it's the disposal of the balance of the petition. I propose, my Lord, for your approval that we proceed to address you on the application, but that your Lordship reserves your ruling and invites us to conduct the petition proper nonetheless, and that in your determination of the petition, in limit, ahead of any other issue, you determine the validity of the affidavits that are sought to be impugned today. That's the request that I was going to make.
I believe we dealt with that last time, and very strong view.
I was appearing with my co-counsels and senior, Steve Nyaribo and Brian Omeri. So before the court, we had put in an application, an interlocutory application, to expunge the affidavits of the first and second respondents, who is the IEBC and the returning officer of Webuye West constituency during the 8th of August elections, general elections. So on Wednesday, we had our oral submissions before the court, and we did it on Wednesday, yes. And then today, we are happy because the court has agreed with us, and it has expunged the affidavits and all the exhibits that were supporting the affidavits of the first and second respondents. So for us, where we sit, it's a win, but it's not the final win. It is just a step towards our geared goal of going back to the by-election. Friday at 9:30, we will proceed with the petition. We'll be going ahead with the third respondent, who in this case is Dan Wanyama. He will be cross-examined by us. It is a hearing. The hearing will continue. So we'll be cross-examining Dan Wanyama and one of his witnesses on Friday.
Mimi kama mgombea kiti cha ubunge cha Webuye Magharibi, Webuye West, cha kura ambazo zilipita tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8, niko na furaha kubwa siku ya leo kupitia kwa mahakama na jaji hapa Bungoma High Court, ambaye ametoa ruling yake ya kuexpunge ile testimonies ama ile affidavits ya defendant witnesses number 1 na number 2, kwa sababu makaratasi yao ama their witness statements haikushuhudiwa vile inafaa ikashuhudiwe. Makaratasi yao yalishuhudiwa na a commissioner of oath who did not qualify kukuwa commissioners of oath. It was fake. Hata ile stamp ambayo walikuwa wameitumia, ile number identifying ya commissioners P105 haikuondoa jina ambalo lilipatikana kwa makaratasi. Kwa hivyo hiyo it was a clear forgery, na mimi niko na furaha kubwa kwa judiciary ama mahakama ya Kenya. Today they have exercised their independence, ya kwamba koti ama mahakama cannot rely on falsified documents. Sheria inasema ukileta makaratasi ambayo yako falsified ama doctored, hiyo inafaa itupwe nje, ikuwe expunged, ili muendelee na kesi na watu wengine ambayo mambo yao yako sawa. Very happy with the Kenyan judicial system. I can personally say that they are fair and they are impartial. So tunaomba ya kwamba wafuasi wangu mko hapa na wamefurahi sana. Yeah, so tuendelee tu na hiyo vita vita, kwa sababu tumeambiwa kesi inaendelea Ijumaa, wanaenda kwa nao the third defendants waende wakajitetee mambo yao, watuambie vile waliibia watu wa Webuye Magharibi kura, si ndio? Kwa sababu hiyo si vile wamesema referee ameondolewa, sasa ni wachezaji wambakia uwanjani peke yetu. So wacha tuendelee, let's keep up the fight. Na nataka kuwashukuru my legal defense team, ni watu wamejikakamua kabisa, walienda kwa vitabu ya sheria wakatafuta mpaka kale ka sheria kadogo, not even on technicality, ni vile vitu ambavyo maybe most of the legal law firms wanaweza pitlia juu, lakini hawajachambua hii kesi vizuri, lakini vile wakili wangu walichambua mpaka ndani, ndio wakapata hii mambo ya fake commissioning legal documents. Asanteni.